Guess who's back behind the desk and back in each other's lives? No, just kidding.
That's right. After a break from anchoring and 0 breaks from dating, we're back to bring you all the news and drama.
I'm Caroline Hamby.
And I'm Benjamin Augsburger, and this is the Panther Playback.
You are watching the Master Network.
Welcome back, Panthers. We have a great show lined up for you today, so buckle up and get ready.
Starting things off with most recent news, earlier today, our theater department put on this year's school play, Chicago, and they did The play involved Alexis Simpson starring as Roxy Hart.
Sweetheart! Don't sweetheart me, you! Roxy, please!
What do you think of your Catch the show or we're stuck in your advisor class, we've got you covered for a closer look.
For more on the performance and behind the scenes, we're handing the mic off to Addie Knight.
Our theater program has worked very hard to put on this year's spring musical, Chicago. Let's take a look. Miss Bailey has pushed her students to ensure a great show and is grateful for this year's seniors stepping up and getting the job done.
This year, I just had brand new people that decided they wanted to do a show because it was their senior year, and their contribution made a huge impact on our musical.
Ashton has been a part of this program for many years. Being that this was his last high school show, he feels great emotions toward his fellow cast members and the production as a whole.
It feels really bittersweet because this has been a really fun production to do for the past couple of months. Kind of sad because I'm not going to have this experience again in high school.
Alexis Simpson, a senior, made an outstanding debut as Roxy Hart for her first high school play. Despite her late entry to the PHS theater program, her performance ensured her prowess as an actress.
So this is my first musical here. I've always been interested in all things musical theater and Broadway, but I've just never found time to participate in it. But I decided with it being senior year, I really wanted to take this last chance. And it's truly been one of the greatest decisions I've made all of these years to deciding to finally do it, because I've just been having so much fun with the cast and just being able to get on stage and just do what I love and have other people just watch. It's just the greatest thing ever.
This was a really great show and an even better opportunity for students here at Pelham High School. With PHS News, I'm Addie Knight.
I think it's time we put the spotlight on our AP Art students now, because talent like this deserves more than just a hallway display.
The AP Art students plus me.
Oh, please. We already know what happened last time you tried to show off your artistic abilities.
Yeah, whatever. Enough about me, though. Let's waste no more time and give these artists the attention they deserve. Here's more with Bern Vickery.
While AP Art may be a course here at Pelham that many students are unfamiliar with, the students that are familiar with it have grown to benefit from its self-directed pace. Its abstract layout allows for maximum creative and artistic growth. AP Art is not the first course that comes to mind when thinking of electives or advanced placement classes. However, it is a blossoming program here at PHS that helps artistic students develop their proficiency in utilizing numerous creative tools and communicating themes. While AP Art may sound too challenging for students who don't consider themselves Picasso-level artists, its wide array of curriculum caters to students of all skill levels and interests.
A lot of these students this year were introduced to oil they've never done. So they have the opportunity to do more than what they've experienced so far, but I don't know, it's planning and just trying to figure out what they're wanting to experiment with.
It's very self-paced, so I think if you're disciplined, it'll be good for that. It's also something that you have to care about to be good at it or to finish the class even, but it is really rewarding, I think, in a way that other classes aren't.
Like all AP courses, there is a final exam for AP Art. However, unlike traditional exam formats, students instead curate their own investigative portfolio of 15 pieces answering a question about our world which they choose.
So throughout the year, we're working on the completion of what our exam will be. And unlike other AP classes, our exam isn't a test, it's the submission of a portfolio. So everyone in class right now is working on a piece that will be part of their portfolio that we'll submit in May.
They have to develop at least 3 ideas that they can support with 15 pieces and divide it up and really explore those throughout the whole year. They can use any kind of medium. Throughout the whole year, we have like a timeline. We do break it down per piece. You need to spend this amount of time on them, and then I check in with them and grade them, and they have to upload it to a digital portfolio.
Students Clay Collins and Tony Garcia are seniors in the AP Art program who are preparing to submit their portfolios. The differing nature of their selected questions and creative processes showcases the adaptability of AP Art and the way that each student can make it their own.
Mine is how the depiction of pests impacts the way that they are viewed. The one that I'm going to show you today is of a beetle. Part of my experimenting throughout my portfolio is using different mediums to portray bugs. So this one has markers, colored pencil, and detailed line work throughout it.
So when I was younger, I came to the real quick realization that I suck at painting and drawing. So I picked up digital art. The question I'm asking for my AP stuff is, what does it mean to be first generation American? A lot of it that I've come up with, it's just kind of my life, because coming from immigrant parents, it's hard. Nobody's telling me how to do taxes. Nobody's telling me how to do all these things that normally parents would tell you how to do. I'm just kind of shooting my shot in the dark and hoping I make it. So the piece I'm working on right now is just, so the base photo is myself, and everything that surrounds me is just, that makes me as a person. So it's family, culture, things that I've experienced, and all of it just put in together just means a lot to me, because it's just me as a person and what I've experienced like throughout the years.
Whether you find yourself artistically inclined, AP Art has many benefits for students of all skill levels. If you have any interest in the program, make sure to reach out to Ms. Hines to see if the program would be a good fit for you. With PHS News, I'm Brenna Vickery.
It's officially election season here at Pelham, and if you've taken any time to look up from your phones while walking the halls, then you have surely noticed the campaign posters.
Yeah, I'm glad your face isn't up there.
Yeah, well, I could say the same about you.
I was joking.
Anyways, our SGA members are running for office, and they are boldly doing so.
To bring even more fun to it and know who's running before you cast your vote, we handed off to Blake Stevenson and Kendall Smith, who had the poster breakdowns.
Y'all know what time of the year is. It's time to get out and vote.
We're going to review these SGA posters.
Let's hop into it. McMahon for the win. Vote Brock McMahon for sophomore class representative. I like this poster, man. Brock's about 6'7", you know what I'm saying? Nice guy. I give it a solid 7 and a half. He could have did more, but that's my guy though.
All right, we got Will for SGA. I really like the banner design we got going on here. Kind of reminds me of like a university. It reminds me of the thing from like Monsters University and stuff. I'll give this a 10 out of 10. Dang, oh my gosh, it's bright in here. We got Brighter with Baker shining a light on a brighter future. And I like the design we got going on here with the sun and the brighter theme. I give this a 10 out of 10.
I think I just got stung, bro. It's gotta be Darcy. This is a great poster. I don't know what to say. I'm blown away. This is a 10 out of 10. Just look at it. Look at the detail, like.
All right, we got Nerd for Senior, Class Representative, Look Through the Glasses, or Look Through the Lenses of Leadership, Vote Caleb Jones. I really like the scheme we got going on here with the glasses and then blurry on the outside. You know, his little theme, you know, his like La Nerd. I give this a 10 out of 10. This is my favorite one.
Man, they not like us, man. Hey, y'all, hey, that song been playing all year. Music brings us together, so do your voices. Vote Vanessa, Kendrick Lamar. That's why I started singing that song. Like, dun, 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 dun. That's why I started singing that song. I can give it a 9 out of 10. Hands down, the best choice, Vote Trip. This is an amazing poster. I like how you got the hands down, and I like the pink, so I give it a 9 out of 10.
All right, we got Blossom into your junior year with Lily as your class representative. You know, I like the theme we got going on here, like Lily, and we got the flowers and stuff, you know. Like, I'll give this one a 10 out of 10.
Only one stands out, Lucas Cowboy. I like this poster. I like the colors. It's like Confederate, you know what I'm saying? We got Lucas. This is a one-of-one bottle. They'll never sell this nowhere else. He happened to find it, and I really like that. I give it a 10 out of 10. Vote Lucas.
All right, we just reviewed the SGA posters. Make sure to go out there and vote, and we'll see y'all next time.
I'm still glad I don't have to see your face on any of those.
Yeah, well, that makes two of us. Anyways, you guys know how people always say, life's a movie.
They do, and it got us thinking, if your life was a movie, what genre would it be? For me personally, I'd say magical realism.
That actually makes sense, because you're kind of normal, but something always feels off.
Okay. What about you?
I'd probably say coming-of-age movie. Got a lot of things to figure out.
Solid. I wonder what the rest of the students at PHS would say about this.
Well, wonder no more. To bring us all the juicy details, here's Alexa Simpson, whoa, with Panther Pulse.
Hey y'all, I'm Nyla.
And I'm Alexa.
And we're asking you, if your life was a movie, what genre would it be? If your life was a movie, what genre would it be?
Horror.
Why?
It'd be like a sadistic Groundhog's Day.
Okay, if your life was a movie, what is the genre?
Probably a tragedy. I've just had so many unfortunate things happen. I dropped a rifle on my phone last Thursday, and I had to drop $600 on a new one. So, yeah.
Okay, can you give it a title?
Bella's really, really, really unfortunate life.
Perfect.
Comedy.
Why?
Because my life is pretty funny all the times, including this haircut.
But you're not funny.
He's lying.
Yeah.
Definitely horror, like a psychological thriller.
Why?
Just like all of last year. Real bad.
Comedy. My life is a joke.
Anything else on that?
Nah, not for real.
Okay, if your life was a movie, what is the genre?
Alvin and the Chipmunks.
No, what genre is it?
Thriller.
It's a thriller. It's a thriller movie, but it's called Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Yeah.
I would say comedy.
Okay, and why?
Because I like to refer myself to the movie Rush Hour or Crazy Rich Asians. Both really good movies.
Yes. If my life was a movie, it would be... I'm going to say comedy. I know everybody said comedy, but I'm hilarious and everybody loves me, so it's the only way. Comedy, I'm hilarious.
For me personally, if my life was a movie, it would be a rom-com, but no rom, just com.
If your life was a movie, what genre would it be?
Horror. Because I like serial killers.
Me too.
Oh, definitely mystery.
Why?
Because that's me.
You're mysterious?
Yes, I am.
I guess you could say some of those genres were a little unexpected.
So we're cracking egg jokes now? Well, in that case, what do you call a very tired Easter egg?
I don't know.
Exhausted! Get it? Because, like, he's tired.
Yeah,
It's
that was good. Speaking of Easter eggs, we've actually got one right here.
Are you going to let me open this?
No, it's not time yet. Not time for the big reveal. You gotta build the suspense.
What suspense? I just want to know what's inside.
No, before we open the egg, we have to talk about how it got here.
The Easter Bunny is how it got here, so can we just open it now?
Benji, chill. The egg stays closed for now. But we've got to get a huge shout out to all the students of Pelham who took part in the big Easter egg hunt here at Pelham. We bring it to Brandon Griggs for more.
All right, what's good, guys? I'm Brandon Griggs.
I'm Trip Abernathy.
This is the Easter egg hunt for 2025. They got 5 minutes on the clock. 3, 2, 1.
Let's take a pause and first explain the rules. The 4 contestants will be split up into 2 teams. Team 1 will be Baylor and Marlon. Team 2 will be Kelvin and Gerard. There are 49 eggs in total. 48 regular eggs that are all worth 1 point, and 1 gold egg, which is worth 5 points. The team that comes out on top will win the competition and get a gift basket full of candy. The losers will get eggs smashed on their head.
Go. All right, well, let's follow him. All right, well, if we see, he already got one?
Yeah, he already got one.
So mine's like
There's actually 2 in the studio room, so if they find it, they find it.
I have no clue where any of these are except for the counseling center.
Yeah.
So I'll really talk then.
Hey, let's go follow them. They've already left.
Seems like Baylor's found one. Baylor's found one.
Did he say Council Center? Yeah.
There's 10 eggs in here. I'll give you a little hint. There's 10 eggs. Yeah.
No way. Gerard just looked right at everyone.
He said we don't have to move anything.
Right here.
Good looks, good looks.
Oh my gosh, I already got 4, bro. It's over.
I can't lie, I'm getting carried right now.
Yes, you are.
Let's go find Baylor. Y'all have a good one. Good luck. Good luck.
All right. No, this.
Don't gotta move nothing, he said. Oh, I got another one.
Dude, I'm getting carried. She said they're all in this area.
I bet.
I think that might be it, you think?
No.
Oh, I see one.
Good.
In the library. By the way, there's 10 eggs in the library, guys.
Y'all found any in here?
Y'all found any? Yep. Okay. Y'all been cooking?
Only 2 in here?
Marlon's only got 2. Man, he's bunned. I'm like, yeah.
Let me get the real eggs.
Bro, Marlon's taking a snack break.
I'm getting
too much running for him.
The real eggs.
Yeah.
We found the real eggs.
Look, right here, boom, got it. They're easy to see.
I think I see one.
Golden egg, baby.
Golden egg?
Golden egg, oh my gosh. Golden egg. Golden egg, man. Golden egg, man.
By the way, guys, that's worth 5 points.
5 points? It's over, bro.
Look, right there. The goat. Coach.
Maybe on top, I can't reach it.
You still getting cold, isn't it?
Am I done? We won, easy.
We won.
It's over.
We most definitely won.
No eggs.
2, 3,
4, 5, 6, 7,
12, 13.
Yo.
Hold up. Quick intermission. He gets minus 1 point because he didn't use the bag that I bought him.
You didn't give me a bag, bro.
15,
16, 17, 18,
22, 22. And how much did these cost? I'll give you a point for getting some Cheez-Its. All right, so there's 1 point. 20,
25.
25. Got a 25 big points. All right, guys, so as the winners, they get this basket of candy. You know,
I love me some chocolate bunnies.
as the losers, they get an egg smashed over their heads. This is 2025 egg hunt. It was a blast. Oh yeah. Don't shake, Andreas, don't shake.
That's bad.
Well, since Marlon and Baylor were able to avoid those cracked eggs, I think it's only right we crack open ours. Go on, Benji, open it up.
I get to open it?
Yes.
There better be candy in here. A piece of... What is this? Over the Line Easter Bunny edition.
Featuring Big Red Dog, also known as Cliff, also known as the Easter Bunny.
Why am I dressed like this? Why am I in the parking lot? Cooper, I'm not wearing that. I'm not wearing this. Happy Easter, everybody. I can't see much out of this mask, but you don't have to be able to see much to see that this wonderful car right here, should probably quit whacking people's cars, but it's just a little over the front here, you know, only like this much. I don't know. I hope this is close. Cooper, why did you make me wear this? All right, seriously though, it's over the front. I'm gonna give this probably a 7 out of 10.
because it's within the sides, but honestly, it just you really did have a lot of room out the back. And I mean, it's not like you're in a massive truck or anything, but you don't need to pull over the front in order to fit in the space. You guys have room. 7 out of 10, do better. Hop, hooray. I can't take this seriously. With the head on, I'm about to suffocate. Stay there. So this is a wonderful case of hitting the curbitis. It's mildly related to senioritis, but it's in case you couldn't tell, it's a little different. This is, as far as things go, not too bad considering the large open concrete space I have directly over here. But if you look back at this tire, you may notice that they are on the curve. Now, as far as things go, I'm going to rank this about an 8 out of 10 because this is not hurting anybody, not encroaching on anybody's spot, and if anything, you just gave the person to your other side, to your left, a little bit more room. So, willing to be generous in that regard. I am. I can't take this seriously, man. The Easter Bunny costume. I always hate to do it. Who am I kidding? I love to. But here we have our favorite SRO and Miss Touchstone. I'm not going to touch that, and just see what I did there. Yeah, anyways. We're going to give her leniency 10 out of 10 because she parks here because she got tired of getting door dinged, which is fair, I guess. But, I mean, really, I'm only going to do a 9 out of 10, but I mean, come on, the back tire and everything, it's just, I mean, they're protecting and serving, but they should throw in another P, parking.
Wow, some of those parking jobs were really bad. I'm convinced a couple of people think the lines are just suggestions.
Honestly, if parallel parking were a sport, Pelham would not be taking home the trophy.
Speaking of trophies, it's about that time for sports, and there's no one better to deliver the goods than Brenna.
She spent most of the season cheering from the sidelines, but when it mattered, she stepped up and served. Literally.
So let's pass the mic to someone who knows what's up.
Well, Caroline and Benji are right. I did spend a lot of my time on the sidelines in volleyball. Luckily for me, my screen time on the Panther Playback greatly exceeds my playing time on the court. And today, I'm making my debut at Sports Anchor, coming in clutch at the end of the season, just like in volleyball. We have a lot to cover for you today, from high school sports to the pros, so let's get started. I'm Brenna Vickery, and this is PHS Sports. Spring sports are in full swing, and I mean that in the sense of golf clubs and tennis rackets. To start this week off strong, our women's tennis team competed in sectionals on Monday and took home Section 3 runner-up. Shout out to my all-time favorite tennis player, Kylie Hester, for taking home runner-up in doubles with her partner, Lizzie Beathers, and first place in singles. On the men's side, their sectionals were on Tuesday, and they also finished as a Section 3 runner-up. Jacob Lee and 8th grader Sifo Mashigo were doubles champions, and Sifo was also the singles champion. Tennis will be traveling to the state tournament on Monday, so make sure to wish them luck and congratulate Coach Fordham on his upcoming vacation. Our tennis teams aren't the only ones making a racket. Riley Fell is dominating the greens on the golf course. For more on his incredible sophomore season, here's Dayana McGee with our Athlete of the Week, Riley Fell.
Hey everyone, I'm Dayana McGee here with this week's Athlete of the Week, sophomore golfer Riley Fell. He's been showing skill on the course this season, and we're catching up with him to hear all about it. Riley, thanks for being here. Let's start off simple. How's the season going for you?
I feel like I've been playing good. I mean, as a team, we're not playing as we should be, but I feel like I'm doing pretty good.
And whatever got you into golf in the first place?
My dad got me into golf. When he was older, his stepfather got into golf, and he wanted to get me in early.
How long have you been playing?
This will be my 4th year playing golf as on the course playing, but I've been on the range my entire life.
Oh, cool. So you're only a sophomore, but you're already standing out. How does that make you feel?
That makes me, it makes me feel pretty good. Even though I should be playing, much better than I should be right now.
Don't beat yourself up. What are your goals for the rest of high school?
My goal is, to, shoot under par a couple times, but just, have fun and, play well.
Yeah. And how would you describe the Pelham Golf's team's dynamic, and what is it like being a part of the team?
It's definitely different than playing on a basketball or football team
Mhm.
because it's more of like an individual sport, but you kind of have to, count on everybody. And if that person doesn't show up, well, then, at least you did your part.
Yeah. I've heard that golf is really a mental game, so how do you stay focused under pressure?
I just try and remember the good shots and forget about the bad shots and
Mhm.
just, think about the next hole.
Yeah. So the Masters just wrapped up. Did you watch?
Yes.
Any players you look up to or moments that stood out to you?
I think Rory McIlroy, he did show up like he wanted to, like he has been for the past 14 years, because he just hasn't been playing well in the Masters, and I thought he was going to lose on 18 when he missed that putt for par
Mhm.
and had to go into a playoff hole.
Okay. Lastly, for anyone thinking about trying out for golf, what would you tell them?
I would tell them to go for it because it's good experience to try out,
Mhm.
and if you're not good at it, well then, at least you tried.
Yeah. It's been great talking to you. Thanks for letting us in on your season and what it's like being a part of Pelham's golf team. That wraps up this week's Athlete of the Week. We'll see you next time. A spring sport that is likely headed to the postseason is soccer. This has been a roller coaster week for our boys soccer team as the area games at other schools have helped dictate their playoff potential. It may sound difficult to keep track of the contingencies riding on close matchups between local rivals, so to clear it all up, here's Pelham soccer expert and alumni Jake Garner, who breaks down what needs to happen tonight for your Panther soccer team to advance to the playoffs.
What's up, y'all? This is Jake Garner with PHS Sports. We have 2 playoff clinching scenarios for your Pelham Panther soccer team this week on Thursday against Briarwood at 7:30 p.m. The first one is probably, and obviously the easiest one, win and you're in. The second one is a little bit more difficult but still very achievable. As long as we lose by 2 or less goals, we will be in the playoffs, where we will see the Pink Panthers again make their return to the 6A playoffs, where they hope to continue their dominance from the previous years. They will face the Helena Huskies sometime next week. I will have more on the playoff preview and that game. For PHS Sports, this was Jake Garner. Let's throw it back to you.
Make sure to head out to Briarwood tonight to support and cheer on the soccer team as they try and advance into the playoffs. The game starts at 7:30 following the girls' game, which starts at 5:30. This is their last game of the season, so Briarwood is definitely the place to be tonight. Moving on to pro basketball, let's cover the most important news first. The WNBA held their draft on Monday evening, and my GOAT and recent national champ, Paige Beckers, was drafted first overall to the Dallas Wings. Other icons such as Kiki Arirafin of USC and Haley Van Lith of LSU were among the draftees. The night included some incredible moments and incredible fits, so make sure you take a look if you haven't and get ready for a star-studded year in the WNBA. Alongside the WNBA, the NBA is experiencing some excitement with the playoffs coming up. I'll be tuning in to watch Steph Curry and the Warriors like I have been since 2016. Well, that's all the sports news I have for you today. There's a long weekend coming up with beautiful weather, so make sure to get outside for some athletic ventures of your own. I'm Brenda Vickery with PHS Sports. Back to you, Caroline and Benji.
Hey. Thanks, Brenna. Well, that's all we have for you today, Panthers.
Thanks for tuning in, and we hope you enjoyed the show. We wish you a safe and joyful Easter.
Happy Easter.